Well, a very good evening to you from wherever you're watching us from. I do believe you had a great day on this last day of May 2023. I know you know, today is the eve of Madaraka Day. And on the Insight today here on Lookuptv, we talk about matters education and more specifically, the new university funding model. Is it the right model? Was there challenges with the previous one? Those are just some of the questions that we'll be looking into in our conversation today after this particular bulletin. Remember, like I said, this is Lookuptv and you can watch this bulletin live across all our social media platforms at Lookuptv on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, as well as YouTube. My name is Ian Keitani and our sign language interpreter is Josephine Ouko. First of all, let's have a look at what's making headlines tonight. Tonight on The Insight, stakeholders weigh in on the Finance Bill 2023 as the public participation exercise comes to an end.
Tunataka kuona hata mbunge moja kuunga mkono. Tunataka wabunge wetu wote wasimame na wahesabiwe.
Also tonight, shoot down the Finance Bill in Parliament. Azimio leader Raila Odinga tells MPs as he called on Kenyans to oppose the proposed tax measures.
I'll help the needy, I'll also help my parents, and I'll also help those ones who are starving.
We've seen so many blessings so far through raising these kids.
And a walking miracle. We bring the story of Satrino Senior, a terror attack survivor 10 years old. Welcome to our broadcast tonight. Now, the Finance Bill 2023 public participation exercise has been concluded today by the Parliamentary Finance Committee led by Molo MP Kimani Kuria. The team has now retreated to prepare a report on the process and subsequent opinions from the public. During the process, the committee engaged 55 stakeholders who included small business traders, popularly known as the hustlers.
More than 20 hustlers who had asked for an opportunity to share their views during the 2023 Finance Bill public participation appeared before the National Assembly Finance Committee. Kenyans who are from the Juakali sector, hawkers and grocery sellers came out to strongly reject the Finance Bill, terming it too high for low-income Kenyans to afford.
Oga will be the beneficiary of this government of hustler. And as from last year, August till today, I've got nothing to say that we may achieve from the hustler government. Among the proposals that provoked debate during the session is the introduction of withholding tax of 15% on digital content creators, citizens arguing that the move will negatively impact many jobless youths who are depending on the content creation for survival.
So let me use my cheap phone to do something online, then the government comes and tells me, wewe kijana, tupatie kitu kidogo.
In my view, there's nothing that can kill digital media startups faster than if this tax is in place. The deduction of 3% levy to cater for government affordable housing project, as some opposed the project, as others embraced it. Those who supported the project stated that many unemployed Kenyans stand a chance to get employment in the construction sites.
Affordable houses kwetu Githogoro ni slums, tunaziunga zikuje. By the way, zikikuja kwetu, vijana wanakuanga idle sana. Tutapata kazi.
Na kanga nikimiss kuishi hizo nyumba kubwa kubwa, nitumie hii kusema hata kwa choo unaenda kwa nyumba, kufua unafulia kwa nyumba. And those who are in contrary opinion stated that the bill will reduce the take-home of the Kenyan employees whose salaries are already little.
Na ninaomba hii finance bill, vile ndugu yangu amesema, inafinya mwananchi wa kawaida. Naomba muwe wa ukweli kwa kumwambia rais ukweli, kwa sababu you are the representatives of the people.
Sisi wote nafikiri kila mtu analala kwa nyumba, hata kama ni mbaya. Hatuna haraka na nyumba. Hiyo ni maoni yangu. Hatuna haraka na nyumba juu kila mtu analala kwa nyumba.
However, according to Kimani Kuria, the committee has so far engaged 55 groups of which the majority supported the construction project. The committee has retreated to prepare a report that will be tabled before the chambers of the National Assembly.
We said in this that in Parliament for the decisions that our committee is going to make, we're going to make sure as much as possible we hear the views of Kenyans.
All eyes will be directed to the National Assembly next week, where the supremacy battle is expected to take place between the Azimio and the Kenya Kwanza MPs, with the Azimio MPs having declared to reject the controversial bill. Reporting for Lookuptv from KICC buildings in Nairobi, my name is Shadrach Kareria.
It indeed is a very controversial bill, like Shadrach Kareria says. Moving forward, Azimio coalition has indefinitely suspended bipartisan talks after the government failed to meet its demands. Through a letter by Otiende Amollo to Kenya Kwanza's co-chair George Murugara, Azimio requested the suspension of the talks. Meanwhile, Raila Odinga has called on the opposition MPs to strongly oppose and shoot down the proposed finance bill. Another nail-biting standoff looms between the Azimio coalition and the government after the opposition outfit indefinitely called off the bipartisan talks. Through a letter by Azimio's Otiende Amollo, the coalition cited failure by the government to meet its demands, which were raised during the parliamentary group meeting. This comes as opposition chief Raila Odinga today called on all Azimio allied legislators to shoot down the proposed finance bill.
Jana nilikuwa na hapa na wabunge wetu, na nikawaambia kwamba sitaki kuona hata mbunge mmoja kuunga mkono. Nataka wabunge wetu wote wasimame na wahesabiwe na wapinge, si wapinge.
Odinga attributed the call for the rejection of the bill to the current economic crisis, insisting that the cost of common commodities was unbearable.
Gharama ya maisha imepanda. Sasa wamekuja kitu naitwa sheria ya pesa, finance bill. Hiyo sasa imeongeza bei ya kila kitu. Manake ile inaitwa VAT, ushuru, inatoka 8 kwa asilimia 8 inaenda 16. Hiyo bei ya mafuta itapanda na shilingi 10 kwa lita. Kila kitu itaenda juu zaidi.
He also took a swipe at President Ruto while threatening to return to the streets.
Hiyo sheria namna hiyo, mimi niambia Bwana Ruto, mimi nimeendesha serikali. Nilikuwa waziri mkuu na Kibaki. Tunajua kuendesha uchumi. Tuliingia kwa serikali kama uchumi ilikuwa imeathirika zaidi kuliko hapa.
It is a story or bill that continues to elicit mixed reactions across the country. The question is, what next will Azimio la Umoja do? Will they return to the streets? Or what other avenue will they pursue in order to ensure that the bill does not see the light of day? Moving forward onto the Shakahola dreaded massacre, and the second phase of the autopsy examination and bodies exhumed from the Shakahola forest has been completed today, with 16 bodies examined. According to the government pathologist, that is a Johnson Oduor, one person died in the hospital today due to kidney complications owing to the illegal and extreme fasting in Shakahola. The total number of dead bodies so far is 243.
One of the bodies we were able to determine the gender because of the level of decomposition. Adults were 11 and the children were 4. The person we did autopsy on was very fresh and having died in hospital after staying in hospital for about a week. And what we were told is he had been admitted with severe dehydration and malnutrition. While in hospital, he refused to treatment totally. He refused even to take feed until he passed on. And we found out that the cause of death was kidney failure, which had been caused by dehydration. And from what we saw, most of them were males, and most of them are also adults. So far, we've done a total of 243 bodies from the time we started autopsies, which is on 1st of this month up to today. We've done a total of 243 bodies. Next week, we are going to embark on the process of exhumation, which we intend to start on Tuesday.
Still on matters, Shakahola and Interior Cabinet Secretary, that is Kithure Kindiki, has once again admitted a major lapse in security agencies that led to the unfolding of the Shakahola massacre, where hundreds of Kenyans have lost their lives. Kindiki maintains that the magnitude of the horror should have been detected by security operators and thwarted at an early stage. The CS has nonetheless assured the country that the national government has taken adequate measures to prevent such security threats from happening in the future, as our reporter Henry Tende now files.
Releasing his scorecard of the 6 months he has been in office, CS Kindiki has once again said the national intelligence and all security organs hugely failed the country in regards to the Shakahola massacre that has so far claimed the lives of over 300 Kenyans. CS is adamant there should have been an elaborate security arrangement to address the cultist operations of controversial preacher Paul Mackenzie.
One of the biggest blots on our performance as a country and our security agencies is the unfolding matter of the Shakahola Forest Massacre. For many years to come, I don't think we'll ever escape the blame, and I don't think we'll get the right words to explain how Shakahola happened, and especially how it happened in the manner in which it is unfolding. For me, the least that we can do is to make sure that it gives us enough lessons to make sure that it's never happened again.
With the Commission of Inquiry now investigating the Shakahola incident, Kindiki has revealed Mackenzie is just but one of several suspects under investigations for advancing extreme religious doctrines as well as hiding behind religion to engage in criminal activities.
And I can report we are actively investigating a number of extremists, leaders of groups purporting to be religious groups, but who are engaging in serious crimes against humanity, including sexual violence, slavery, torture, and inhumane and degrading treatment. No religion, no scripture, no legal provision will save you from accountability and justice.
CS Kindiki assuring the nation that the national security and all government organs are working tirelessly to ensure no other Shakahola-like incident happens in future.
No amount of resistance will arrest our resolve to make sure that Shakahola never happens again on the soil of Kenya.
The report has also revealed there is a problem with passport issuance attributed to a breakdown of government printing machine.
We have a huge backlog of passport applicants, approximately 42,000, some of whom have waited for several months. We have taken urgent remedial measures correct that problem.
With such a huge number of applications awaiting processing, Kindiki now says the problem will be solved and that all the passports will be issued in 3 weeks' time.
That we will clear all the backlog of passports within the next 21 days. And from that date, we will make sure that anybody who applies for a new passport must get it within 7 days, and if it is classified as an urgent or emergency application, must get that passport within 24 hours.
The CS has also confirmed the threat of banditry has firmly been dealt with, and the national government has tightened loose ends on corruption in key parastatals. Henry Tende, Lookuptv.
This is a story that each and every Kenyan is waiting to see what will happen or what will unravel. And of course, in the hope that everybody who's will be found culpable to have engaged in the Shakahola massacre will be held accountable. Moving forward, matatu operators in Naivasha have warned that they will stop paying taxes to the Nakuru County government due to the continued interference on the sector. The operators, through the Naivasha PSV Owners Association, that is NAPOA, claim that a group of members of County Assembly who have been illegally intruding their businesses. This comes after 2 days of unrest between the operators and the elected leaders, where businesses in parts of the town were closed down.
While calling on Nakuru Governor Susan Kihika to intervene, the Naivasha Matatu Association Chairman Stephen Mwingai warned that they would not stand back and watch as their businesses were interfered with, adding that they had not been operational for 2 days following chaos in the area.
Namshukuru Susan Kihika kwa sababu amekuwa akitusaidia naye akuja ingilie kati katika Naivasha County. Tulipanga mpangilio mwema wa vile county italipo ushuru yao, na tukasema kila sako vile itakuwa inapeleka pesa kwa ushuru, na hata tukasema hatutaki matatu kulipa pesa individually, ndio pesa isipotee ya county.
The Nairobi Naivasha United Services Chairman Gakunga Njuguna claimed that they had been paying millions of shillings yearly to the devolved government only for some politicians to mess up their businesses.
Tunaomba hata Gachagua aingilie kati kwa sababu sisi tumetii. Na tumetii kabisa. Hatujui sababu gani tunakuja kuingiliwa na wanasiasa, vile vile tunaingiliwa na watu ambaye hata watu wajui, hatujui kazi zao wametoa wapi, na kuja kuleta makashfa hapa katika stage.
Elsewhere, scrap metal dealers in Central Rift have entered into partnerships with state agencies aimed at weeding out unethical traders. The traders under the United Scrap Metal Association umbrella have said that they are holding meetings with top officials to come up with the most effective ways of stopping vandalism.
Now tumeregister association na watu wetu wote sasa wako in order na wako in discipline. Kusema ukweli, hakuna mtu wa scrap siku hizi anagusa kitu chochote cha serikali. Hawa watu tuko na chairman wetu wa discipline na anaenda akiangalia kila mahali na mambo yote imekuwa sawa sawa.
Meanwhile, the Kenya National Union of Teachers West Pokot branch members have joined their colleagues in opposing the government's proposal to impose a housing levy to tax 3% of workers' monthly salary to fund a housing project. The teachers, through the teachers' union in the country, have complained that the difficult living conditions compared to the low salary that they are getting does not allow them to contribute to the housing program.
If you pass this particular bill, there will be a problem for our teachers, as I've said. What is very important is the Kenya government would even consider giving the teachers small salary increment.
And finally, more than 300 patients have benefited from free treatment in Elelea village in East Turkana sub-county. The 2-day treatment has been funded by the Fendley Foundation from the United States, aims to reach many, especially the disabled in the society, and girls who are also expected to benefit from the project through pads distribution. Juliet Chepkoech, Lookuptv.
Juliet Chepkoech for that particular story. Now, let's take a trip down memory lane to 2014 when an innocent 18-month-old baby survived a church terror attack in Likoni, Mombasa County and suffered a dangerous bullet injury on his head. 10 years later, Satrine Osinya was adopted by former Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko, has grown up to be a fine, energetic young man touching lives. And as he celebrated his 11th birthday, our reporter Sami Adika was right there and brings us the following story.
The year 2014 remains a significant turning point for Gift Osinya and his then little innocent 18-month-old brother Satrine Osinya after he was involved in an attack that left his mother and a number of other congregants of Joy Jesus Church in Likoni, Mombasa County dead and a bullet in his head. 9 years later, we meet Satrine Osinya kills at the prestigious St. Mary's School, Nairobi. Well, is it not a perfect example of blessings in disguise?
My name is Sachin Osinya, and I like to play football. I'm in grade 5 and I'm turning 11 today. And I also play as a left wing in football.
Dribbling just like the 2023 English Premier League defending champions Manchester City player Kevin De Bruyne, alias KDB, Osinya eyes to be the best of the best footballers the country has ever had. They say come rain, come sunshine, what was written shall come to be. Sachin Osinya has grown into a boy full of Sonkore ambitions that will see many taste transformation in future, just like his father, Mike Mbovi Sonko.
Who plays number 17?
Kevin De Bruyne.
The young promising talent is best described as a go-getter and hardworking by his coach.
Mtoko discipline na na believe ile kitu anaoneshana hapa ndio inafanyika pia kwa class. So na believe ni mtoto at least amegrow poa. Yani inaoneshana mali anaishi na ana grow poa. So basically ni mtoto tu anasikiza zile vitu namwambia. Ukimwambia asifanye hii afanye. Ukimwambia tunafanya hivi kama ni water break, kama ni kwenda nje, kama ni kumaliza tizi. Na pia ni mtu anapenda ball. So basically unampataga yeye kama mtizi, si train mara 3 kwa wiki. So unapata Thursday, Friday anakuja na Saturday. Kama coaches na believe anaweza cheza to the highest level kulingana na ile support anapata kutoka kwa familia yake. So na believe anaweza enda mbali. Anaweza mbali sana na believe juu ni passion yake, na believe atacheza ball mpaka mahali yeye mwenyewe atafeel anaweza taka kucheza.
Like any other Saturday, the favorite one in the family is given a befitting drive after his training. Minutes later, we arrive at their majestic home, where one can tell that the flamboyant philanthropist and city politician Mike Mbovi Sonko has managed to provide everything a kid would long to have.
Chance for him on the flank.
Well, the bond between Sachin and his character idol, Gift Osinya, his elder brother, a third-year university student, has grown so strong that he is not only his playmate, but also his run-to-person.
Everything has been alright, according to me, and the way we're relating, it's so nice. Actually, Sachin emulates me. Everything he does, it's because of me mentoring him. Like the team that he supports, we usually hang out together. We play a lot. Loki is my best friend. They say that we look alike, we act alike, we have a lot of characters the same.
They say to whom much is given, much is expected. Sachin has been brought up to understand what holding one's hand means, and he is sure ready for this benevolent task.
When I get that job, I'll help the needy. I'll also help my parents, and I'll also help those ones who are starving and the sick ones.
Sandra Mbovi gives a glimpse of how Osinya has taken over her favorite sport and managed to warm the family.
Sachin is a very hardworking, intelligent boy. He's always there for the people that he loves the most. Actually, Sachin and I, we have a lot in common. We both like sports. We play PlayStations together. Whenever there's a problem with my car, he's always the first one to try to help and reach out whenever something is not okay. He fit in so well, and then he's obviously the most loved. Ever since he joined us as a family, he's been the favorite child for both mom and dad. Okay, it used to be me, but now it's him, but it's fine. And I mean, we all love him. We have so much love for him.
The love of a mother will never go unnoticed, as the mother of many, Primrose Mbovi, describes herself, talks of how Sachin smittens her heart.
It's been great, it's been wonderful, imekuwa different, unlike wengi ni wasichana wale wangu, but now for Sachin and Gift, they've been the best. As a mom, sikufanikiwa kupata kijana, but God akanibless with Gift and Sachin, and it's been a good experience. It's been good. Learn how to bring up boys. Like last year, Sachin, he became boys to men. What do you call that? He passed that initiation stage, and nimeenda nikilan, and I thank God it's been good.
But will you say how many blessings Mike Sonko is counting for having Satrin Osinya?
The boy, I think he was around 2 years, Satrin Osinya. Today he's at St. Mary's, where President Uhuru was when he was doing his O levels. Look at the other boy, the brother who rescued. He's a younger brother from the Hail of Bullets from the church. He was in Lenana. He did well in his KCSE. He's now at the university doing his degree in IT. So I think life has been good. God has been very faithful to them, to us. We've seen so many blessings so far through raising these kids.
Only parents remain kneeling in prayers while others stand and leave. Satrin is just so lucky to have exactly this kind of parents.
Wamekuwa through nidhamu, vijana wako na nidhamu nzuri, naomba waendelee tu hivyo hivyo. Hawa ndio masonko wa kesho, ndio mawaziri wa kesho, kwa sababu mtu amesoma na amefika university, amepita mitihani, then nako sawa. Kijana Santi ni ile shule anasoma pia ni shule ya watu waherevu, watu wako na akili. Kwa hivyo hope, matumaini yako juu sana.
Nimewa bring up in a way that in a Christian manner they know even the tunafaa kukaa. This is and the most important thing about these boys, they respect me as their mother. In fact, Satrin is very loving kushinda even Sandra. Satrin is very loving. Satrin and Gift, they are God-sent babies. Nawapenda and I'll always be here for them.
East-West home shall always be the best. Osinya has only one message left for his family.
We always play together. Like, for example, we always use the PS and play together. We love each other and we care about each other. And we'll always be there for ourselves.
His friends call him Master Satrin, a name drawn from his great sense of attraction and smiling face for everyone around him. Well, the day will not come to a blessed end without some good food and vibes to mark the marvelous journey of close to 10 years that the family has had.
Satrin has always wanted to be like this type, like he's always wanted to be a footballer. Actually, I see him growing to becoming a very good footballer and a very good businessman as well.
Just wish him all the best, and I know that he's gonna grow and be the best person I know.
They say, come rain, come sunshine, what was written shall come to be. Satrin Osinya has grown into a boy full of Sonkore ambitions that will see many taste transformation in future, just like his father, Mike Mbovi Sonko. Samedika, Lookuptv.
Now, let's get sporty. And the Kenya national women volleyball team, Malkia Strikers head coach, that is Paul Bitok, has named a provisional squad of 20 players for 2 major international assignments. Malkia Strikers will start their training next week before heading to Morocco on the 10th of June for one one-month training. The strikers will then participate in a Challenger Cup that will be held in Laval in France from the 25th to 31st of July this year. The last assignment for Malkia strikers will be the African Nation Championship in Cameroon from the 6th to 18th of August this year.
Selection, the team that we have here was selected by the entire technical committee. They are in total agreement. The players that we announced, they are, there's no problem at all. It's just administrative. The FIVB coaches are to fly back and get ready to go to Morocco next week. We have seconded Kenyan coaches for the last, that 3-4 months that they were together. So they have already consulted, and there's a program that has been drawn up. So the Kenyan coaches will take charge of the training days here, but when they go to Morocco, both teams, the complete team.
Now, six-time Europa Cup winners Sevilla will be facing Jose Mourinho's AS Roma in the finals of the UEFA Europa League tonight at 10 p.m. The finals will be hosted at the Puskás Arena in Hungary's capital, Budapest. Sevilla will be targeting to win their 7th title after winning the 2019 and 2020 edition, while the rivals AS Roma are eyeing to win the UEFA Europa League title for the first time. Well, that particular game will kick off in half an hour's time. That is all that we had for you on this bulletin, but don't go away because right after this, I'll be joined